Hello, I am Centimus Prime, and this is the LEGO Wally set number 43279. This is one that I've been excited for uh, really ever since it's officially came out. So, let's go ahead and dig in. So, to start things off, we will be taking a look at the box itself. Up here on the front, we do get a good look at the set itself. Up here on this top corner, we do get the Disney and PIXAR uh, titles, as well as the rather nice looking Wally title up here on this corner. Very nice. It is one of those 18 plus kind of Lego sets. Not 18 plus as in like there's anything like adulty kind of anything about it, or if it's any it's not like anything too adult or complex. It's more so a thing for it's more so a higher end collector's piece for Lego fans. And as a result, you're not gonna have too much in the background distracting the look of the uh, of the beauty of the set itself. I do notice, like, yeah, like you might get like a little like in the background you might get like a little bit of reflective surfaces illustrated here, but aside from that, you're not getting that much. Down here, we do get the Lego logo, the Disney logo, the 1 to 2 like thing here, which does help indicate that this is a set, which is like meant to advertise the fact that this is a set that up to 2 people can build at the same time, which is nice. Now down here, we do have the 18 plus logo, but we also get the number as well as the number of pieces used to build this set. Alright, looking nice. The bottom layer does have like at least a little bit of background here with like the brick built details around the bottom. So moving over to this side, the top just has like a logo and Disney logo, words and things right here, more bricks and stuff, more like pieces and stuff representing the like backgrounds, more like bricks and pieces and stuff. Over here on this side, we do get the Lego logo, Disney logo, and as well as Eve and Wally's head popping up from the side of the box, as well as down here some more bricks and stuff, and I believe that's a Duplo stud, I think. Moving over to the bottom, not that much going on here. We do get like your typical stuff you put on the bottom of your Lego box, but you also get a lot more of that Lego detailings here across the bottom. Moving over to the top, we do get again the Lego logo and Disney logo, but we also have another look at Mo at a different angle and pose. We do get Hal, which is the name of the roach friend. We also get the MacGuffin that is the plant in the boot, as well as a singular trash cube. But also here we do get a one-to-one image scale, a one-to-one image scale of one of the pieces used to build Wally, which is this tile with the Wally printing, with like the printing with the Wally with like his name, as well as a bit of rust. Okay. Moving over to the back, we also see the continuation of more of these details here. This is just all of the details and stuff you see with the yellow bricks on around the bottom of the box. It's just there to make it look nice, look Lego-y. But moving on to the rest of the back, well, you don't get a whole lot of like words and things here. That's mainly for the bottom and a little bit on this side. What you get here instead is a lot of nice imagery. Up here we do get another good look at the set itself. It looks nice. Looks pretty good. We get to see the boot again. We get to see Mo back here, and down here we get like demonstration display you get like the demonstration illustrations here down here. This one showing the scale of the Wally. You get like a 3D scaling thing. You even get some measurements here on the bottom and side. Over here, it demonstrates like the opening like door gimmick for Wally. Here we see like a storage, a area of storage for Eve, and over here we get to see this set as a display, as well as on the side we do get a couple of these things, which comes standard, which is just very standard for most of your Lego sets nowadays. So yeah, the box looks really nice. Looks very high end. Looks very high end for very nice. It's rather interesting. Very sleek and professional looking. Yeah, which is real nice. I think one of the only other sets I've unboxed that had this kind of look was that Millennium Falcon display that I opened up. Yeah, but overall the box, yeah, it looks great. It even the box alone has such a nice presence. But we're not going to be here for the entire video just talking about the box. Now let's go ahead and open the box and take a look at the parts inside. So you could use these and just punch these in and just tear open the box. But I like to look at the box. So what I'm going to do instead, and I don't want to like wreck the look at the box and ruin it by damaging the box. So what I'm going to do instead is use a brick separator and just carefully insert it in. Slide it up, down, twist it around a little. Let's go. Alright, we got that open. And then after doing that, you just pull this flap of the box out. Oh, that actually wasn't that much damage. And then you can see how much damage that prevents. It's a nice little trick I like about the brick separator. You can use it for many different things, including opening the Lego boxes. But with that, let's go ahead and take everything out. Alright, and then move the box there, I guess. Oh, there's quite a lot here. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this around a bit. There we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So here, and yes, this is taking up a significant amount of space. It's a lot of parts. It's over 800 pieces. That's really interesting. So here we have a look at everything included in the box. So in here we have 7 different bags of Legos, as well as 2 separate instruction booklets for both Wally and Eve. As well, Mo gets included into Eve's instructions. But that's still very nice. Now, from what I can tell by looking at the parts, bags 1 through 4 are all used to build Wally, whereas bags 5, 6, and 7 are used to build Eve and Mo. Oh yeah, like this is like really nice. Like this, and yes, including and having these built as 2 separate instructions, like really helps with the whole having the set built by 2 different people at the same time. Yeah, like this can work. I like that. That's very nice. So for now, I'm gonna move this aside so I can go ahead and show you various. Show you the parts and instructions and what's inside. So starting off with the instructions, we do have our 2 separate booklets. Let's go ahead and take a look at Wally's. Well, Wally's instruction booklets is rather nice. Has a decent bit of thickness to it, which means there's a lot of pieces that are going to go into Wally to build Wally. Here's a look at the back. Yeah, it looks nice. Looks professional. Oh, looks good. Like turning over the page and stuff. Yeah, like it. Here you get like that. They like the builder, more advertisement for like the Builder Lego app. Oh, over here we have a random person. I don't know the person's name, but there's definitely people liking building and playing around with the sets. So that's nice I guess. And then from here we'll go through the instructions and that. And yeah, like aside from like a few of the pages up here, it's just the instructions for Wally. Now moving over to Eve's instruction booklet, you can tell that Eve's instruction booklet is a significantly thinner than Wally compared to Wally's booklet. So here at the front we do get a look at Eve, the instruction booklet for Eve, Mo, and the MacGuffin boot. The back is pretty much the same as Wally's. Turning over the page, just the instructions. Let's go ahead and look at the back. Lego competition thing, as well as pages, like more than 2 pages of the parts lists of all the parts included in the set. So you have 3 separate pages showing us a parts list of all the parts in here, which is nice. Very cool. But yeah, with that, that is about it for the instructions. So let's go ahead and move on to the parts themselves. Now, because there are a significant amount of parts in this set, and it is like a fairly large set with a lot of parts, I'm gonna be like going through this part rather quickly to get through all the parts. So to start through this, let's go ahead and get this open and dump out the parts. In here, we do get the brick separator because a lot of Lego sets are usually going to come with a separate brick separator, just because. Here's the smaller baggie of parts with like got some interesting parts in there. That's pretty cool. So in here, the parts in here are neat. You do have a couple of these kind of pieces. Ooh, parts that do kind of stand out to me are parts like these. It's sort of like Technic pieces that are used in a lot of Technic sets, as well as one of these, which is especially in the Lego community, it's like a Technic thing with a ball joint on it. Most of the Bionicle fans would recognize this as a part that the Bionicle community will recognize as a Hordika neck. And then we also have this, which especially from this angle, looks like the hand connector looking piece from the Hero Factory line. It's like the Hero Factory updated version of that, the CCPS version of it. But it is slightly updated so that I guess for extra stability, because even the CCPS sockets weren't indestructible. Like, so I guess they like added extra stability to have it last longer. Have it, but yeah, not much. Not a terrible amount going on here. We got some nice tiles, a lot of these in Key Orange, which are nice. But aside from that, it's a lot of, ooh, this set also comes with those Technic axles, the 2 lengths in black. Oh, that's neat. So yeah, so aside from a few things, it's not a whole lot going on here. So let's go ahead and move on to the second bag. Here we have bag, and yeah, here we have bag 2. Opening this up. Okay, bag 2 clearly has a significant has a significantly larger amount of the Key Orange or school bus yellow pieces. So obviously we have some really interesting standout pieces in this bag, like the part shown on the box, and like showing off that yes, this is an accurate thing. It is in fact one-to-one with the actual piece. Very nice. Got like lots of. We also got like some prints and stuff in here, like this, his like control panel piece on Wally's chest right there, as well as some extra detail kind of pieces like these tiles with the extra extra details of lines and rust. That's nice. Now we also got some interesting Technic pieces, like these, and like these. Like these are some rather interesting Technic pieces. That is so weird. You also got, aside from that, you obviously get a lot of heat orange parts, some light and dark gray parts, and then even some yellow parts as well. And then as for the smaller bag, you do get some smaller things for either. Oh, it's that piece. Oh, that's an interesting piece. Yeah, well, you got some you got some nice parts and stuff in here too. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to bag 3. Here we have bag 3. Okay. Alright, with the bag out of the way. Okay, yeah. Despite this being one of the larger bags in the set, there's not that many pieces here. We do get some Technic stuff. We do get some uh, Mixo ball joint stuff, Mixo ball and socket joint stuff, which I'm always happy with. Some tires, some wheels for the tires, and like some like connecting like lift arms and stuff like that. Some of these kind of Technic dish pieces, Technic lift arms, and like plates and stuff. Oh, these are nice. I've like you got some nice stuff in here. A singular key orange piece just like loose in the bag. In here we do get some smaller print stuff. We do get some smaller stuff with prints. Got like some small Technic stuff in here as well. And like some slope and tile pieces and stuff. A couple like and some like hinge stuff. Alright, yeah, that's nice. And then for this bag, here we have a bag that is dedicated to all the individual tread pieces for Wally's treads. Yeah, like not a whole lot in this bag, but you do get like some interesting and cool stuff in here. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to bag 4. Here we have bag 4. Let's tear that open and jump out the parts. So here we have the smaller bag, the bag with the smaller pieces in here. We do get some smaller like detailing stuff, as well as a couple of like Technic pieces in here. Oh, that's a cool piece. I've seen that. I recently got this. Found out about this piece in white from the Z Blob, like small Z Blob sets. This piece is really cool. And here we have like the eyes, the sort of boat pieces with the prints on them that represent his eyes. So that's cool. And we do get we do get us a few gray pieces in here. We get some, not gray, but like some, oh that too, but like we have like a few of like these pieces, as well as a couple of these pieces in the sort of nougat color. But we do get a lot of like gray parts and stuff in here. Oh, that's interesting. We get in this bag we get another one of these connector pieces. That's neat. These are really cool. You get a few of these in the set, and it's yeah, it's an interesting looking little piece. Can't wait to see what I can use with that. Aside from that, a lot of it is stuff we've previously seen before. Oh, I wasn't expecting to see a piece like this in here. That's cool. We got some interesting pieces in this bag, but for the most part, it's a smaller bag with some of the gray stuff that I'm sure is like for like the head. I'm sure like these parts are most likely used for the head. I would if I had to guess. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to bag 5. Let's go ahead and move on to bag 5. Whoop. Okay. So yeah, bag 5 is when we're starting to dig in to the Eve and Mo portion of the set. Oh yeah, we can look at that. So in this bag, we got some interesting stuff in here, like this piece, this like curved piece in the translucent light blue. A few of these in translucent red. Yeah, some white parts and some black parts. Got a couple of the pin pieces. Aside from a couple of these, which are really cool. A couple of these bricks. Black ones with axle holes and white ones with pin holes. Aside from that, it's a decent pack of parts in here. Oh, this is an interesting piece to see in the set. You got one of the like bricks with the construction like socket piece with like the updated design, a more recent design. Got a ball joint in here. That's neat. Oh, this is an interesting. Oh, we got some interesting parts in here. I guess this is. Yep. Here's the printed piece for Mo's eyes. So yeah, this is. So yeah, I can't didn't believe I didn't realize it. Yeah, this is a bag dedicated to Mo. So these are all the parts. So I guess that these must be at least most of pretty much. I probably if I had to guess, I'd say that this would be all like pretty much all of the parts that would make up Mo. Yeah, that's cool. Mo has an interesting selection of pieces. That's pretty neat. But yeah, well, with that, let's actually get into the Eve portion of these parts and continue with bag 6. Here we have bag 6. Okay, let's get this open. We have 2 bags of parts in here. Oh, that's a cool color. Haven't seen parts in that color before. At least I don't think I have. It might be a recognizable color. Yeah, like we have some parts in here. We got some brackets and a lot of white parts. That is like very obvious in here. A lot of white parts. Oh, we get a bunch. We get some at least a few of these parts in white. That's a nice piece to have in white. We have this slope like curved piece with the printing on it. Look at that. Got some nice printing. We got this, which is some interesting parts. We got 3 of these clear blue pieces, as well as this like satellite dish piece in clear. These I'm pretty sure are without doubt are most likely used for the display stand. We got these pieces. These are some very large, very round pieces. It's a very interesting piece. A lot of one of these in black. Yeah, so we got like a lot of parts and stuff in here. It's pretty cool. Very nice. A lot of the nice white parts. And with that, let's go ahead and move on to bag 7. And we have bag 7. Okay, we got interesting parts in here as well. We got more of these mixel pieces. That's nice. Some of these in white. Ooh, we got these pieces in white. That's cool. Got a large round dish piece. One of these in white. And then 4 of these large dome, like quarter dome kind of piece. 3 of them are white with no printing on them. And then here we have the 4th one, which has Eve's visor printed on it. That's cool. And in here we have some parts and things. Got some nice small like white parts. We got a lot of nice white parts in here. Very cool. Very cool. And also got like some nice greenery piece in here, obviously. A lot of interesting small pieces. Yeah, but that's a bit about it about that. So let's go ahead and wrap things up. Yeah, and with that, letting you know about my overall thoughts. This has like been a really interesting unboxing experience. I do like the shoe. Has a really good amount. Has like a large amount of parts in here. A lot of which are like really interesting pieces to have in either. We got like a nice bunch of white parts. We got a lot of the key orange parts, as well as like a few interesting parts here and there. Got like some really cool stuff in here. Now, that yeah, like overall, it has been like a pretty good unboxing experience, and I can't wait to like have this put together and built up. Yeah, like I can't. Yeah, like it's gonna be like an interesting set to review. But until then, I guess that'll be it for this unboxing. If you enjoyed this video, consider to like and subscribe and maybe even comment if you want. And of course, I will